Hello, can you hear me on the stream?
Mm-mm.
Can you hear me? You still can't hear me?
Oh my god.
Did you turn your volume off on your phone?
When I put it back in the thing, I guess it went up the volume button. I saw the volume go down, but it didn't go to mute.
Fuck. I was like, we had this already. I was ready to start the stream. I was like, there's no fucking way. I unplugged my mic. I unplugged my Elgato Stream Deck. I unplugged everything on my MacBook. Bro.
I'm so sorry.
I went on Twitch and I was like, I can hear myself. And I can hear myself in my headphones. So I was like, how can you not fucking hear? I almost asked you, like,
she'll figure it out.
I was literally about to ask you, did you connect to some Bluetooth device in that fucking room? Bro, well, at least we're recording. Fuck, that's funny. something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Was it finally working?
Chat. Can you guys hear us?
Is my head far enough from the top? I feel like it's not again.
I think
No, yes.
Guys, we're gonna get this, I swear. Okay, we're gonna just get this started. My audio is off. Someone said my audio is off.
Well, this time I can hear you, so.
Okay, I was told your audio is good.
Okay, good.
But mine's coming in twice. Does that work? Hello, hello. So you can hear me?
Yeah.
And there's no echo?
No.
Okay, I had two audios on OBS. No worries. We're chilling now. Okay. We're ready. Officially. We're starting.
Oh, great.
No, we're not ready.
No, we are.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Fame. We have Makayla Melons.
Hey.
This one's titled Between the Makaylas, because there's two of us now. And we're just going to dive into a little bit about her life and what she does and who she is. So, with that, Makayla, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I've got 2 kids and a husband. I've been doing OF for 4 years now. I used to do international business and customer development for international logistics companies. And when I had my baby, I decided at like maternity leave, I was like, I probably could just make more money on OF. And my husband was like, I mean, if you want to. And I was like, sounds good. Like,
Thanks for the green light.
Yeah. And mainly I wanted to stay home for a year, but I knew that if I did that, I would like end up doing a lot of OF. And then I like once you like start making that kind of money, it's like you can never go back to a real job. So I was like, am I ready for that? But it's been good. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Well, no, that was good. How many years did you say?
4.
4 years?
Mm.
And what did like the first few months look like for you?
So, okay, the first 2 years, right? So the first year, actually, this is a good story. So the first year, we decided we were gonna do it to like spice up our sex life, and like it would be like good for that, and it would just be like fun. It'd be extra money, but like that's not what the purpose was.
Okay.
Well, we moved into this house and we got a squirrel infestation literally like after less than less than 5 months of living there.
Wow.
And like apparently the inspector, like when my husband looked at the pictures, the inspector took pictures of where squirrels had literally chewed through wires and like didn't say anything. So
Normal, casual when you
right,
get a new house. Yeah.
and so anyway, so it was $6,000 to get I forgot what it's called. They like seal your roof, but there's like a certain term for it, and then like oh wow.
Installation and stuff like that.
Yes, I was trying to call it stuffing, and I'm like, that's
Same
not the
thing.
word.
It's about to be full of
Stuff in my house.
squirrels. Squirrel
Right.
stuffing.
Right. So they're trying like to re-insulate the house. So at the time, I mean, we both had like all right jobs, but they weren't like, amazing jobs. $6,000 was a lot of money. And on top of that, right before this happened, we had a little bit extra money. And so we put a water filtration system on the house, which was like 8 grand, but like we were paying it over, some months or whatever. But it's to help my eczema, do all these things. And I was like, okay, let's do it because it's like a lifetime. Like when we moved, we got to bring it to the new house. And so I was like, I mean, if we were young, so I was like, if we have another fucking 70 years of this thing, why not pay 8 grand for it? And also my eczema can go away. And plus there's, other things, but that was what I cared about.
Mm-hmm.
But so it was like right after that, and I was like, well, that was a terrible decision on our part. Now we can't afford this. So I actually put effort into OnlyFans. And so I was making like $1,000-ish a month, but like doing very minimal effort. So 4 years ago, like you could easily go like on Reddit or Twitter and just like make a post a day and fucking make money. And
Right. When
then
OnlyFans just started, pretty much.
I thought OnlyFans was out for a little while before that, but I don't actually know that for a fact.
It might have been out for a little bit before that, and I know that right when COVID started is when it took off for like
Okay, so that's what
everyone.
I thought. Okay, so 2021 is when I happened. So it would have been like
Okay.
a year after when it like really took off. Well, so that second year, so the first year I didn't make much money, but I mean it was, enough money to pay off the squirrels. And then I finally made
You should have just kept
uh
them as pets.
yeah, well, yeah. So anyways, that next year I really wasn't looking. I was looking still to just make an extra $1,000 a month. I didn't really care about anything, and I had like knew I was getting a raise at
Which
work and
is
stuff.
like
So
a good chunk of money. Extra
right,
$1,000 to just take some
do whatever
pictures
you
and
want with.
literally, yeah.
Right,
Here's some pictures.
right, and I was doing minimal effort on
Right.
OnlyFans. Like I was doing
Oh.
minimal everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, I mean, by all means. Well, then I got pregnant, and that's like a fetish that I didn't really think about when
Mm-hmm.
I got pregnant, but we decided to keep doing it because an extra $1,000 a month we like needed at the time, and it blew up. Like it is a fetish,
Right.
and so then I was making like $10,000
I need to
extra a
get
month.
pregnant, guys. I need to get pregnant.
No, but for real, I was
Somebody
thinking like,
pregnant
and
me.
I will say it's a lot different now than it was then because I literally just had to post once a day on Reddit. Like I
Right.
have a big belly and that's it. And like, I mean, it just happened. And I did TikTok for a little while at the beginning. But they are so mean on TikTok. And at the beginning of me starting all this, not that I couldn't take it like before being pregnant, I could care less. I'm one of
Do
those
you mean
people
the
like I don't
people or do you mean like the TikTok
know the
itself?
people. The
Okay.
people. Yeah, no, I didn't get like really banned at the beginning. Like I
You're lucky.
literally well, at the beginning, fucking, it was you could post anything,
Yeah.
and
I
then
mean, I
and
did join like
then
2 years ago, so I started getting
oh
banned on.
yeah, no, 2021, at the very beginning of 2022, literally, I like blew up over and over again. Like I did get banned like a couple times, but it wasn't a big deal because you just blow up again. Like it wasn't
Right.
hard, if that makes
Right.
sense. Well, I couldn't take the comments when I was pregnant, or I didn't think I could. I didn't even try. I just was like, I'm not fucking doing that. Like, I don't need that kind of negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I restarted TikTok after being pregnant, and like they were still mean, but I don't care. But it was so much harder. Oh my God. I was like, I lost like an account at like 215,000, or no, that one was like 198,000. And I was like, what did I just do? What did I just do? Because like when you're at that pace, it's just like continuously goes, like it's on autopilot.
Yeah.
And then after all the like restrictions and stuff, it's so hard to like get followers on TikTok. And it's like, why did I do that? I should have calmed my ass down and knew, like, don't do those things. I was pushing
Right.
my limits because as you get to be like a larger person on there,
Right.
they are not as strict.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
like
And because they don't want to lose people who have a bigger
have a lot
following,
of
because then
followers.
it looks bad for them anyways. So,
Right. So I was pushing my limits and I knew what I was doing and I fucked it up. It was sucked, but I was like, whatever, I did that. Well, then on Instagram. So that's probably beginning of 2023. Um and that's when I quit my job. Well, I did good
your real
that
job,
first
right?
year. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I did good the next year. I like made enough to cover what I was making on OnlyFans plus cover what I was making at work
Nice.
for sure, plus extra.
We
Um,
love that.
yeah, right. Every month plus some. And I was very consistent. Like it wasn't like I was going up and down, like I didn't have to worry. We're good. It was a job
Mhm.
at that point and we were good. Well, then that next March, so 2024, I had built my Instagram for 2 years, took me to 16,000. Instagram didn't used to be what it is now. It took me 2 years to get to 16,000. Well, that next year when Reels came out,
Mhm.
I grew 200,000 on top. So I was at 215,000.
Damn.
But that's like right after having a baby, my boobs were fucking gigantic, like, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then I lost my Instagram for something I didn't even do. And I was
Damn.
so mad. And I had
Like
all
you
of
got
my
reported or
no, so okay. I had 4 Instagram accounts and they were connected through Meta.
right.
So no, don't ever do that. PS.
Okay.
Because if they ban one, they can ban all of
All
them.
of them.
So I had a
I'm
250
gonna Yeah, mine are all connected, so I'm gonna definitely put in different
undo
emails
that.
now. That's a good
Yeah.
idea. I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that. All your
Well, I
backups and
didn't
everything. Just what's the point of having a backup? Goodbye. Yeah, fuck.
I had a 215,000 account, a 50,000 account, a 40,000 account, and an 8,000 account, all banned at the same exact time.
Oh my
This
god.
guy message so he like I tell everybody if they ask, like, I have people that help me chat. I cannot be up 24 hours a day, and most of the time, like, you're not actually looking for conversation at 4 a.m. You're looking to get a piece of content. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who sends it. And if you feel like it does, then that's when you use my Snapchat, and it costs extra, and so be it,
Right.
if that's what you really want. But anyway, that, like, I'm very open about that. Well, he realized it wasn't me, and I was like, yeah, no, it's yeah, sometimes it is, but no, it's not. And so he was like, can I just message you on Instagram? And I was like, I mean, I don't really care because you're sending me money on Cash App. That's fine. Well, he's sending money out like every month, and I didn't have to do a whole lot. It was fine. Well, he was asking about sexting, but he
Mhm.
was like, the way he said it was like, I want some more intimate time with you. I know I have to pay for it.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I know what he was talking about. I was like, okay, well, I'll let my chatters know I will be on at 7 p.m., blah, 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 blah. And that, like, that's just when we'll do it. And I was like, let's make sure we set up a time, blah, blah, blah. So Instagram banned all 4 of my accounts for sexual solicitation. And I was
Through
like, I would
messages?
never meet anybody
Through messages?
through messages, and nothing ever, there was no like time and place set. Like I was saying the internet. They're like, I mean, it's not like I was like, yeah, 7 p.m.
Do
on.
you think it's because your account had such a big following that they did that to you?
Well,
You'd
it
think they
wasn't even
wouldn't do
on my
that.
big account. That's what threw me all the way off. It was on my 50,000 account.
Oh my
And I was like,
god.
what? You can do that? And then like, so I that's what my suspicion was, because they told me it was sexual solicitation whenever they banned it or whatever.
Mhm. You don't
And
have
I was
access
like,
to any of those still.
none. So I
Have you tried
finally
getting them back?
yes. So I went through Meta to try, because I was like, I didn't do anything. Like
And that's
I
so much
100.
work. Like I feel so bad for you. That's a lot of work. It's like People don't understand how hard it is to create content of any kind. I don't care what you're doing. I just spent an extra like 2 hours in the gym when I could have worked out for 40 minutes to fucking film 3 different angles of that lift over and over and over again.
Yes.
That's not a normal workout. What the fuck am I doing? But I'm making content. Like, that's so much work. I would be livid. Like, I was already kind of upset that TikTok was going away, but I was like, whatever. At least we have Reels. At least we have YouTube Shorts. You know, I'm kind of on Facebook, but not really. Maybe should be.
Oh, you're missing out.
I have one, and when I was on it and I first started it, it grew up. It got to like 2,000 followers, whatever, in like a couple weeks. So like, I should be on it. It's just another thing I have to fucking do.
No, that's the trick. Okay, so the good thing about you can connect an Instagram and a Facebook
and just do it at the same time.
Yes, because oh shit. Hold on. I have a charger. Hold on.
You're good. Not our first technical difficulty today.
Right.
And this is why it's called Unfiltered Fame, y'all. This is why we go live, so you can see everything. Nothing's perfect.
Okay. So when all of my Instagrams got deleted, it was connected to a Facebook. So the reason I had even connected them is because I was trying to use this scheduler at one time, because like it literally takes me like an hour just to post a day.
Yep.
And it's like if you use a scheduler, it takes like a few hours for the whole week, like 3 hours for the whole week instead of 7. That's a lot of time when I could use 4 hours to make content, and it would be better. And like, if you ever look at my content, I'm very like real and raw, and I don't give a fuck, because I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for this.
Right.
But it's very hard, niche, so it works out.
I'm very, very, very time consuming.
Yeah. So I was trying to do this thing, but it had to be connected through Facebook. Like a Facebook page. Right. Anyways. Yes.
I hate that they do that, by the way.
Yeah,
you try to do something with Instagram, and it's like, you have to make sure your Facebook account is connected to it, and I'm like, why?
Right, why? It's not. I don't want Facebook. Yeah, I just got a Facebook. Like, I had a Facebook for that specifically, but I never used it. Okay, so like I had 0 followers, and that's what I used it for. But it didn't go away when the Instagrams got banned. It stayed.
Okay.
So that you can do together, and it doesn't matter. So, anyways, you can have it so it auto posts the reel that you post on Instagram. I got 30,000 followers in like a few months, and I was just like, what? I didn't even do anything.
Right. So, I'm gonna start doing that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Even though I know it's an option, it always asks me like, do you want to share this to Facebook too? And I'm always like, no, stop asking. But yes.
Well, you can put it in your settings and just have it automatically do it, so it doesn't even ask you.
Does that mean I have to make 3 different Facebook accounts, or can I connect?
Yes, because you can connect them on different pages, which is what I did before. But then
so it's a Facebook account with like 3 pages, and the pages are connected.
But if you do that, it connects your Instagrams. So you have to have 3 different Facebooks. I only have 1. Well, that's a lie. I have 2. I have one page and 1 profile, and I do the extra work to post on the page, because it's a really big pain in the butt. Like, it's not like Instagram where you can like switch through the profiles super easy. Mm-hmm. You can switch through the profile on the pages easy, but you can't switch through 2 profiles easy.
Right.
It's like, it's a very big pain in the butt where I'm just like, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, I have a bunch of Facebook pages and stuff. So like, I have my like personal Facebook with my friends and family, and then like my photography page and like a whole bunch of shit.
Right.
But then on the other one, the other profile is like that profile, and then I think there's 2 pages already. But if it's all connected, I'm literally, after this, I'm gonna delete, or make sure their Instagrams aren't all connected.
Yeah, you just go on to the like back and go to Meta.
Yeah, the Meta accounts. I've done it before, because my personal one was connected to this one.
Oh yeah.
And then when I was working with an agency, I was like, I don't want you guys having access to like my personal Instagram or whatever.
Right.
So, especially if they accidentally uploaded some shit on there.
Right. And they are good
That's
for
my
that.
account. Sorry, family. Hey, mom.
Right. Does your family know?
Yeah, so my family knows to an extent. So
Okay.
if you guys are watching, hardly doubt it. But my brothers know what I do, not to the full extent, because I've never really like gone into depths about exactly what I do. My mom knows. My dad is the only one who does not know, because she doesn't even want to like talk to him about it, because she thinks he'll fucking freak out. So yeah, my dad has no idea. He just thinks I'm like a influencer, content creator, active wear, like I'm sponsored by. He's like, you need to be sponsored by Nike. You should reach out to them. I was like, okay, Dad, I will do
Got
that.
it.
Yeah. Hey, Nike. Yeah. So my dad doesn't know, but my mom does, but also not to the extent.
So, fun fact, I also sell sex toys and lingerie. Much less so now than I did like a few years ago. Because I mean, it was just like extra income and it was
Is
just
it
fun
your
to
own,
do.
or is it like from a company and you
It's from a
sponsored?
company.
Okay.
Yeah. So, my parents know about that. So I started selling them on TikTok, like doing stuff through there. So they knew about that, but they have no idea what I do otherwise.
They
So it's
don't
just like,
know.
no, not at all.
How do they
I
not
live,
know?
dude, I live in $1 million house and they don't know.
What do you? I also do real estate on the side, and I have fucking 10 boats back there. And also, if you guys want free flights for the rest of your life, hey, this comes from me selling some dildos over there. What the fuck? They don't know.
No, my parents have no idea, but my parents are also very old. So my mom is 72 and my dad is 70. So I just feel like they're not with these times, and
my
so I'm like
parents
not
are
even
almost 72. So
okay. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, they just don't need to know. My sister knows. She does not approve. Like literally every time I see her, she's like, "What else are you gonna do?" And I'm like,
I have that. One brother is like, get that bag. Fucking, I'm making a feet finder right now too. Like, hell yeah. And then I have another brother that's just like, what are you doing? I can't believe you're doing that. You're embarrassing the family, and like all this fucking negative ass shit. Bitch, you think I give a fuck? This isn't for you. How does this affect your life in the slightest?
Right.
0% of this affects you. And some of your friends from my like high school that I know are on my page. So talk to them about it, not me. Fuck. Some of his best friends from like high school that he's still friends with. Like, they're on there.
Oh my.
Oh, they're on
Yes. So my boss from the job that I left calls me one night drunk as hell and he goes, "So we all know you have OnlyFans." And I was like, okay, like I don't care. And he's like, so you'll send me the link. I'm like, I don't care if you go look at it, but I'm not going to give you the link. I don't want to know that you're looking, but I don't care if you are.
Right.
Like, does that make sense? Like, I could care less, but don't like come at me like, "Hey, so I saw your boobs yesterday." Like, no, I don't.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I stream with some guys and they're just, they're the same way. Like, hey, we're on it. We know what you look like. And I'm like,
great, thanks. Like,
but,
I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, my old basketball coach called me one time and was like, so I've seen not seen that you're on it, but like, I've heard from the grapevine that you have an OF. How's that going? And I was just like, bro. We were like besties. Right. But at the same time, he's like, still a man. He's still like 40 or 50 and I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, no, my boss and me were like best friends, and like, I mean, he wasn't that. I mean, maybe 6 or 7 years older than me, like not much, but at the same time, like, why would you like, "Hey, can I have your link?" And then he was like, "Yeah, everybody at the other like at a warehouse that's not ours." So I guess nobody really knew where I live.
You should have just started handing out flyers like, "I'm leaving. I quit. Here."
Right. Just see you later.
Yeah.
But so nobody like really at that warehouse knew, but I did international logistics. I used to go all over So all the other warehouses, he went out to one of them, and they were like, "Yeah, did you know Mackenzie?" Oh, so like, man, just live
Yeah.
is fine, but cut that out,
Yeah, cut it.
But yeah, no. So it was funny because I was just like, I don't care. They're in California. I'm on the East Coast. I will never see them again.
Where are you from? Are you from over there?
Yeah, I'm from East Coast. I say I'm from the South to everybody.
You kind of sound like you have like a
Oh
little
yeah.
bit of a southern accent.
Oh yeah. No, it's like depending on who I'm around. I feel like it used to be like a lot worse, and I feel like I got out of it. But like if I'm around somebody who's country,
It
boy,
comes
it
out
just
for
like
sure.
comes out.
Yeah. I hear it a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
That's
But
sick. My
yeah.
dad's from Texas. He sometimes has his accent every once in a while. If we're in Texas, it's out there. And then if we're in Washington, not at all, non existent.
I didn't realize you were in Washington. I thought you were in California.
No, yeah. I'm up in Washington State.
God,
Born
how do
and
you do that? It's
raised.
so freezing.
I know. I'm wearing sweatpants under this.
Oh, fair. I
And my
mean, I'm wearing
slippers.
sweatpants. I was supposed to be wearing a black shirt, but I lost it some time along the
Yeah.
day. I don't know where it went. So I put on this pink shirt, but I still have red sweatpants on because I was like,
Yeah. They can't see the
not too
bottom
big.
half.
Yeah.
I literally am wearing slippers. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm from Washington. It is cold. I am hopefully moving to Texas in a couple of months, so that'll be
Oh,
fun.
nice. Nice.
Big move. Lots of stuff to fucking move down there.
It is so cheap to live there too.
Oh, yeah. I'm living in like a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house right now. And that same exact house there will probably be like $1,000 cheaper, like somewhere in a range like that. It's gonna be
Yeah.
nice. And they're
Yeah.
also like it's about the same size square foot ish, but like the way the houses are built there are way more like open, I feel like. The ones, well, at least the house I'm in here in Washington is like
Is your house
just
older
no, it's new. It's newer.
and it's
It's not
still
like brand
closed
new.
off?
It's like stacked in a way that like you walk in, there's like a high ceiling so you can see like the upstairs part. And then the living room's kind of a high ceiling. So it's kind of nice in that aspect, but the way it's built is like those rectangle. I'm just like, I want like
Right.
a nice open floor plan. Like, there's the kitchen, there's the living room, there's the fucking side, whatever. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's how
just
I
like the
have.
big open high ceiling. That's what I want.
Yeah, we built our house. So like I'm very big on like not having rooms I don't use. So like at our
Mm-hmm.
old house, like we had a breakfast area and a dining room.
Right.
We literally never
Wasted
used the dining
space.
room. Right. So in this house, like our dining room is where our kitchen table is. Like that is it. It's really a breakfast area, but I have a dining room table, like a big dining room table there, and we eat at the island, like most of the time. But if we have people over,
Yeah.
then you have room. But like that saves us a whole entire room that we didn't fucking need, and it's all open. It's great. I love it. Like,
Yeah,
and the
I want
amount
to
of
build a
like,
house so bad.
oh, I so worth it. I just like anytime somebody says it, I'm like, I just find a way.
Also, and because, like, it can be the way you want it to be. Like, that extra space you're talking about, that'll be my fucking closet. Or, like, my bathroom is going to be
Right?
huge. Because
Yeah.
who the fuck needs to sit over there? But yeah, the island. I eat at the couch in the island at my house, like, all the time.
Yeah.
I never sit at a dining table. I think, like, maybe
Ever.
once or twice a year when we had friends come from Italy. Yeah,
Exactly.
they
That's
came
literally
and
the only
stayed.
time.
I think
Yeah.
we
So
built a
I,
gingerbread house there once. Like, we're never there.
yeah, I like, I hate extra space. Like, nobody wants to clean extra crap. And
Yeah.
like, every room has like an actual purpose
Mm-hmm.
that's useful versus a sitting room. Like, nobody uses a sitting room. Like in the South, I don't know how much it is in
I
the
feel like
North,
that
but
was an
in
old
this,
person thing to do.
yes. And
To
we used to go to
read.
my, yeah, I don't even know what they do in there. I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually sit in a sitting room ever.
No. The only rooms that I've ever seen that I'm like, okay, cool, if you're a smoker, they have like that outer side, like kind of cool ass smoking room though, with the big windows and there's always a view. And I'm like, that's a good place to smoke. But like, you're not smoking. Don't need it.
Right. Yeah. My friend's mom used to have a sitting room in her house, and literally everything in there was white, like white couches, white everything. And I'm like, first of all, you'd be too scared to sit in there. Not like I've never seen anybody sit in there, but like nobody's gonna sit in there
on this couch.
Yes.
My red pants are gonna stain it. Yes. That's funny.
Yeah. So and now I will say a lot of people that have built that I know, like they said it was very stressful, and I feel like if you know what you want beforehand, it's not. The biggest stressor I had was lights, and that seems very like minimal.
Not minimal.
Well,
I'm a very fixtures. I care about lights and the same thing. Yep, I'm on the same page as you.
Right. Well, the thing is, though, it's like the place that they like had us look at lights. Like, your builder gives you like, go here for the rock for your house, go here for the lights, go here for the cabinets, whatever. Well, the place that they had for the lights, I mean, a light that I liked would be like $2,000. I'm like, I'm not spending $2,000 on a light that you bought from China. No. I got the same light off of Amazon for like $100. Like, no. So like, I think that made it more frustrating because it's not like I could go in somewhere and be like, oh, I like this light and this light, and they were reasonably priced. Right. They were very ridiculously priced. So I had to go on Amazon, and like Amazon, some lights are crappy, but you have to like look and find out, and then on top of that, like when you search stuff, they have, I feel like it depends like what you're searching. Like for lights, it was like this where you type in modern rectangle lights, and then it comes up with like all this funky shit that's like doesn't have anything to do with what you just asked. Right. And so it's just a pain in the ass, and yeah. That was probably the hardest, and it took me maybe 2 or 3 days to do. So like really wasn't that hard. It's just it was stressful because it was like time to put in lights, and they didn't tell me beforehand. So like I had to go get lights, and I was like, oh fuck.
I can't. But everything else, like, don't know. That's nuts. They've been to your house. They know what it looks like, and they're like, she's making this money off of. They really think you just sell lingerie.
And dildos, yeah. But I mean, the thing is, though, is the girl that I used to like that I started doing it with, she makes like $20,000 a month doing it, like for real, doing that. Yeah. So it's not unrealistic. Right. And I said I was doing it on TikTok. I mean, like I got like a 25. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I got like 25,000 followers on TikTok doing it like very quickly. But do you know why? This is before I showed my face, and so this is before I showed my face on TikTok, any platform at all. Okay. So I started doing TikToks for the dildos, but I was showing my face because it was my real job, not this. And people recognized my boobs. Like in clothes. They're like, oh, I know who that is. And I was like, oh shit. Like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, so that was fun, and then I started showing my face on everything because I literally like it just started going everywhere.
Funny how some random ass thing will just get you to do it? Like, yeah, my story of starting an OnlyFans is because some guy messaged me on Instagram. He's like, how much for a feet, like a picture of your foot? And I was like, I don't do that. Like, I don't sell anything at all. And I was like totally against OnlyFans and didn't want to do that. And then my friends I was with at the time, we were driving somewhere. They're like, just just ask him for $30 and see if he'll do it, and send him a picture of your feet. What the fuck? And I was like, okay. Right. So he sent me $30 to my Cash App or Venmo. And then I literally was in the car and I took a picture of my feet at the bottom of the car. And essentially he's like, oh my God, thank you so much. That's so amazing. Blah, blah. Like, was so grateful. And I made $30 and I was like, you know what? Maybe. If it's so fucking easy, I should just make an OnlyFans. And literally that single foot picture is what started all of this.
So what's funny is I had never sent a nude ever. Oh, well, I don't know.
I was the same way. Not even to boyfriends or nothing. I had never sent not one pictures out there of me from any age.
Previously. Yeah, me either. Well, I went to prison. It's a long story. And when I came home, I still did not send any nudes. And my now husband likes pictures. Like that is a thing for him. And so that's what like kind of started it or whatever. Well, at the time I had a pen pal from prison that told me was like, if you come home and do you know what bukkake is? So it's like when I don't know what you can say or not say on Twitch.
You can say it, I'm sure.
Okay. So it's when a bunch of guys come on your face.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I hate anything to do with cum. Okay. I fucking hate it. I don't want it on my face. I don't want it on nothing. Like the fact that I do it for OnlyFans on my tits and my butt. Like, I mean, like that's just I've come a long way. Like, let's just say that.
Yeah.
So anyways, he said he wanted that. I was like, yeah, I will not be the girl for you. We will not be doing that. Well, when I came home, he was like, I'll give you $400 if you find
and this was
a guy to
before
do
you
it.
sent nudes?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I'll give you $400 if you'll get a guy to do it. Not even a video, just pictures. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that. Well, again, I mean, I just got to present. I don't have fucking any money. And so this is like legitimately maybe 3 months after I came home. And I was like, I mean, okay. He bought me a bunch of clothes and stuff because I had come home. Like, I mean, like he was a nice person. And I was just like, I mean, $400 is $400. Like, I'm already doing stuff with this guy anyways. Like, what does it really matter?
You should have just got some like water and glue or something and mix it around and put it on your face and pretended.
Well, they have like pre-made like to look like it. You can put it in like squirting dildos and stuff. I didn't know that at the time. Let me just make that clear. I had never even used a sex toy at that point.
I hadn't done that either. That's crazy. We have like different but similar stories. Similar starts for sure.
Yes, it's like all of a sudden
it just here we are. And our families don't know.
Yeah, no. So anyways, I ended up doing it and it was literally like my face in the pictures, like because I hated it so much. And I was like, I literally texted him, I was like, I will never ever do that again. I just want you to know.
Damn. So you never sent a nude, you never sent anything, but you sent that picture. That is amazing. Hey.
I mean, I wasn't like naked or anything.
Right.
Like
that's crazy.
there's literally
but awesome. Did you actually have a bunch of guys do it? There's just one.
My now husband did it.
Oh, okay. Just one guy.
Yeah, no, it's just one. There was absolutely no way that there
well, you said that's what you wanted. So I just figured you're like, well, yeah, I'm not going to send news, but here's like 6 dudes coming on my face.
Could you imagine that? No, I've never even had a threesome.
Me neither.
I'm not against it.
Me neither.
I just haven't.
Yeah, same. I'm not against it. It could be a guy or a girl. I'm just, whatever. I've absolutely never been with a girl. But if the girl was with the threesome, I would I'd be about it too. It's like whatever.
See, okay. I've been with a girl in prison. I had a girlfriend for 2 years. Right, exactly. I was with a girl for 2 years. The same girl. It was not the only person I was ever with, but the same girl for 2 years. And I could do something with her now still. I would totally be fine with that. But I really don't like to be touched. And I don't like touching other people. For that matter, unless I actually know you. And I feel like with a threesome, it's not I'm not gonna ask my friend to have a threesome with me. It's not in my cards, So I just don't know if I could do it with another girl because I don't know you and now I'm awkward with you and
I would feel weird just in the sense if I had a boyfriend and I was doing that. Oh, I'd be so jealous. I would make ground rules for what they could do. Because I'd be like, you guys aren't fucking kissing and making out. I don't want to see that. It'd be more like, I wouldn't care if he touched her and played with her boobs or whatever, and then maybe fuck her. But like the making out in that part, like you guys aren't kissing. Sorry. Like there's gonna be no
So
sign of intimacy at all. Like that line's not gonna get crossed.
yeah, my friend said that like so her and her whatever, not husband, whatever he is, had a threesome at one point because she's into girls. So
Mm-hmm.
like she wanted to do that or whatever, and she was just like, it was totally fine. And then he finished in her, and she lost her shit.
He finished in the other girl.
Hmm. So
See,
she lost, yeah.
I would be
And I was
so
like, I mean,
pissed.
like I can see that, but like, did you let him know beforehand he shouldn't do that? Like,
Oh, he would have a fucking like list of like literally no, it wouldn't even be a list of don't. It would be a list of like 2 or 3 things that
do
you're allowed to do. That's what it would be cuz I would be so fucking jealous. The only way that it could really like get me to do it if it was like Sydney Sweeney or like Megan Fox and like I was like, "Damn, you guys are sexy as fuck. We're all doing this." We'll
right,
send. But if it ain't them, then don't touch them cuz now it's like a
right,
jealousy thing and like
yeah.
I don't know.
But I think, and that's kind of what my thing about like the friend situation is because like it's fine if you don't know them
Cuz you'll never
because
see him again. Yeah, if we're
yeah,
like
so
traveling the world, we're a different country and something like that happens, perfect. We're never talking to them again.
right, and it doesn't
They can
matter, so
speak a
it
different
doesn't even matter.
language. It'd be
Yeah,
perfect. No communication. But fuck no, Susie across the street ain't coming over because you're gonna see her all the time.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband wants to swing, and like I am for the concept, but again, like I don't like to be touched. There's a lot of like problems with the me part of the
But you
situation.
like being touched by your husband though.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
just
but
like a
not
more it's more intimate and more like well you fucking he knows everything about you and what you look like and what you like and don't like and
oh, I've had plenty of one night stands though.
yeah, well
I'm either like a full send relationship or a one night stand. Those are the only two people I've ever had sex with. Like I've had 3 relationships that were very long,
mm-hmm.
and everybody else has been a one night stand. Because I'm like, yeah, well, that wasn't good enough. We have no reason to continue
Yeah.
on. But that being said, like I don't know, like those are like one night stands are very I didn't plan for them, you
Yeah.
know? But if we're like swinging, like you're going to a place fully thinking, hey, I'm trying to find somebody to fuck.
Right.
I don't know if I could. I think I'd be too like inside my skin where I'd be like, don't fucking touch me.
I
Like,
would also be like kind of scared and nervous of like just my safety in general.
well, normally if you go to like a swingers club or like a swingers party, it's very there's like very big, not just rules, that's not the right word. Like if you're in a club, they have like rooms that mean different things or like wristbands that mean different things. Like some of them are like you have a wristband, it means I only like to watch. Wristband of
Gotcha.
like whatever it is that you like. So they're very accepting of like your rules
Mm-hmm.
or your expectations or whatever. So I don't think that would be a problem. I probably want to go to a club first where like I only want to watch. I don't even want to watch. I don't watch porn, by the way. Like I don't even want to watch, but I just like in order to be able to accept this experience, maybe I just go and see what it's like first.
I don't even think I could do it somewhere else either, like in that type of environment. It would literally have to be someone that we both agreed on was like hot and they were interested in us too. And
Right,
then we
which
were at a
that's what they
hotel or
have there.
something.
That's the thing is like you have sex like right
Yeah,
there and
I'm
you're
not doing that.
that's exactly that's the other thing where I'm like, well, what
And then where the
happens
fuck do
then?
you find like this one girl that would be down to do it and not be fucking weird and stalk your boyfriend or husband after and just mind her business? Like, thanks for the time, thanks for the experience. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely I feel like there are girls like that at swinger clubs. They're like unicorns or whatever. But it's also like I would go like somewhere that's not the city I live in. Like to
Yeah,
make sure.
we're gonna be in a different country, like I'm saying. We're gonna be gone.
Have you ever seen she's on TikTok, but she's on a bunch of other things. Swinger Nation.
Mm-mm.
So she like now, I think she made Swinger Nation, I think because she's got a podcast and stuff. So I think that's her. But so she's got like a bar, and then she also like hosts different events and like posts different events that she sees.
Mhm.
And like there's like swinger cruises and stuff.
Wow.
And I was like, that would be fun. But again, like
Then you're stuck on a boat.
right. But the thing is the boat is very big, but it would be like you're doing this with different people every day. You're likely to run into them. Like if there's seven
Yeah.
people versus one person, like the chances go up.
Mhm. My brother told me that one time he went to like a naked party. I don't know what they call them.
Oh yeah.
In California. He's like, yeah, you just show up and you take your clothes off and you walk around and everyone's just butt ass naked, no clothes at all. And I was just
And
like,
that's it. Like there's
well,
there more to it?
I'm sure there's people going around like for fucking and stuff like that. But it was literally just a party and everyone was just naked. Like you had to be naked to be in there. I was like that doesn't even like I don't drink alcohol and I don't party and I don't
I do.
do any of that stuff. I have an occasional weed gummy every once in a while, but since I don't
I
drink
drink.
either, I would be just like, why the fuck am I here? Here's my OnlyFans, here's my OnlyFans, here's my OnlyFans. That's what I would be doing. I'm gonna hand out my barcode.
Right. Yeah, no, I drink, but I feel like I would have to be like buzzed for like an event like that, but like
Oh,
I
for
couldn't
sure.
be I could not would have to like consciously make sure I did not get drunk. I would be freaking out.
Also, like, don't drink anything from anyone's.
Right.
I don't know. Don't put your drink down. Don't. I've been drugged twice,
Oh
so
my.
I just
I think
don't
that's
get
the
you.
one, like, I mean, there's plenty of good reasons about prison for me, but I feel like the time frame, I went to prison at 19, and I feel like I missed a lot of years of like those things happening.
Yeah.
Like being out of the bar when I shouldn't be, like
Yep.
being at the club, like doing things that would lead me to those kind of situations.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, I am grateful because I was wild and no thanks.
I was definitely very wild. The crazy thing is the 2 times I did get drugged, it was by people that I literally knew and were like friends with. So that's why and that's what they say. It's usually someone you know. Those are the
But
people
like
that do
for
it to
fun,
you.
like to have fun or like to do weird things with you.
Well, the second one was bad. That turned into
Okay.
a whole. I don't know if I can even talk about that on here, but
Okay.
that turned into like literally all of that happened. But the first time, it was someone like I was friends with in high school, and I think he was just trying to hook up with me in that sense because I never would
Oh, okay,
sober.
that's not what I meant. Okay, so I obviously hung out with terrible people, and so, but they would like do something like that, but like to get fucked up. Like, hey girl, like put it in their drink in order for you to be fucked up with them versus like,
Oh yeah, no, these people wanted to like take advantage of me.
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it was the first. I was like 17 the first time.
oh my God.
Yeah, and I had one drink. Like there was like this much in my cup still. I was drinking it, and I don't fucking remember. Like that's a whole different story. But I remember like some things in and out. But
Right.
other than that,
That's
like
crazy.
I came out of it at like 5 in the morning, and I was in some random house's um couch in their garage.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, no.
crazy ass story. That story takes a while though, so we'll save that for another time. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you started OnlyFans. Your parents don't know somehow. I guess it
Oh
stinks.
yeah.
My parents don't really know either.
My husband works like on airplanes. I don't know exact. I know what he does, but I don't want to say it on here. So
He
he
does some
like
type of security.
oh no, that's actually my dad.
Oh, your dad does security for
He
airplanes, like
no,
military.
so yes, he has like
Hey,
he has top secret clearance.
clearance. Yeah, I do know people who
Mhm.
have that job.
Yeah. So, but no, that's my dad. My husband does stuff for a big airline, and so he makes very good money.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, like, I legitimately, my dad one day told my husband not to work so hard and like saying like don't work so much overtime. My husband does not work overtime. Let's make this very clear. He will not. I am a workaholic. When I was pregnant, I worked 60 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a workaholic because my dad's a workaholic. It's just like, genetic kind of thing. My husband, if they ask for overtime, he's like, no, thank you. Like, I'll go home. And I'm like, seriously, you can take the time and a half. And he's like, no, oh, whatever. So anyways, my like dad telling him that, I was like, Dad, I work more than he does. And he's just like, oh. And I'm like, I don't think you really fucking know what I do. So that's cool. Like, I think he just thinks I stay home.
For sure. I mean,
Even,
for your parents, like, conscience, like, I guess
oh
it's
yeah,
just better for them just to not know. Like, my
yes.
mom is like my best friend. She knows everything about what I do except for the nudes and like the more that I do. I don't sleep with people. I don't sell like the sex tapes and stuff like that. But by myself, and then nudes is like as far as I go. But even if she just found out that I sent the nude,
Right, right.
she'd like that. So I just can't tell her. I don't want to tell her. Like, she's happy with me. She's been so supportive, which is great. I was nervous to tell her about it in the beginning, but I kept it to like, yeah, I sell lingerie and like bikini pictures, and I talk to men online, and they pay me for it. So she's supportive and still kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
I think that's,
She knows how much I make, and then it's like consistently growing, and so why not keep doing it? You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, I don't think my mom would too much care if I said like the same concept as you. I think it would be if she knew the more part. But the thing is, though, is I just don't want her to like have to think about it. Like,
Right.
like you don't want to think about your parents having sex.
I just didn't
Like,
know what to tell my mom either, because when I made the account, I don't know. I was like, what am I gonna like? I just quit bartending. I didn't want to bartend. I didn't want to serve anymore. I was done. I stopped drinking alcohol. I was just done with that whole scene. So I was just like, what am I gonna tell my mom I'm doing? Because if I have an OnlyFans, it's my only income. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
My husband's mom is always like asking questions and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what do I want to tell you, but like she
Yeah.
doesn't know what I do. But like I'm like, yeah, she knows I sell. She also knows I sell the dildos. So that's I like, yeah, I'm just doing good. But I also tell her now that I'm doing a lot of social media consultations, like to help people grow their social media and
Right.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's kind of worked. I mean, I don't think she totally believes it, but I also don't care. Like I feel like
Mm-hmm.
she's kind of like, I don't want to know.
Exactly. Yeah. And the Christmas card my mom sends out, I'm like, what are you gonna tell everybody? Here's her link. Fuck. Yeah. No. Um. She, like I said earlier, she usually just says, I do like, I'm like an influencer, I make content, and I work with brands, stuff like that.
Do you work with any brands?
I have, like years ago when I was trying to do like modeling, and then like basketball just, I played basketball for like 18 years,
Okay.
and I played in college too, so I stopped modeling and doing that stuff and focused mostly on basketball. And then I've done like TikTok shop stuff, but
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just pick TikTok shop back up.
I
I
kind of
like
stopped doing it. It's not like,
it's so my friend makes like 10 grand a month on it. Like it can be profitable and I like make enough fucking videos. Like that's not really an issue. It's more so like when they said that they were gonna ban TikTok, this is like 9 months ago for this ban. Like it was gonna be in January, blah blah blah. I
mm-hmm.
literally just like stopped posting on TikTok for months. And that's not a me thing to do, but I was also kind of burnt out. So I probably just used that as an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But um I was like starting TikTok shop then, and I was like, if they're just gonna ban it anyways, this is stupid. Like, especially like, once you get comfortable with the amount of money you're making, if you drop that money, even if you're making tons of money, it becomes not detrimental, but like a bad problem for you. Like, you know, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna deal with this. Like, I don't need that in my life. Like, we can just don't know what it's like to have that money. That'll be fine. You know?
We don't need it.
So yeah, but I think now, because I for sure it's definitely gonna stay, but like it's gonna stay. So um I think I'm gonna try to do it again. Just because like I'm doing a fitness one, and the fitness TikTok is actually like moving. Oh, that's the other thing. So TikTok, you know, it went from being so easy to blow up all the time. You can make a new account. If you did get banned, it wasn't a big deal. I have tons of accounts. I mean, like I've had like the 200,000 account. I have 137,000 account. I've got 109,000 account. Like, then I've had, you know, a million, and by a million, like I've literally had 35 accounts
Oh,
banned
I've had
around
so many.
50,000.
I've had so many
Yes.
banned.
Yeah. Well, now when you make a new one, it is so hard to grow it, to me. I don't know if maybe I just don't understand how TikTok works anymore, because I don't even use it for myself anymore. It just sucks the life out of me. So I like stopped using it for myself. I only use it for Makayla. And I don't know if I just don't know like what they want on there anymore or what. Well,
You bring up fitness thing, like I just switched to posting fitness. Now I'm posting gym content, basketball content, and then like those stupid ass videos lip syncing
oh
with a
yeah.
relatable caption. So I'm doing
Yeah.
those three. My TikTok has been blowing up the past 3 days, like crazy. And my new account, it had like 14 followers the other day. It's at like 30 or 40 today.
Oh,
And that was like
nice.
2 or 3 days ago. So
Yeah.
those are getting like at least
A lot.
800 to like 1,000 or some views. And now my main TikTok is getting like 12,000 to like at least 3,000 views. And I was
Oh, nice.
stuck in 300 jail for fucking ever.
So the account that I did it on is actually like the littlest account I had, and I couldn't get out of like 200 jail.
Oh,
Like at one point, I
I've
was
been
getting
stuck.
11 views. I was like, "There's no fucking way. I'm not like I'm shadow banned." Like 11 views,
Yeah.
but
I was
it's not
stuck there
real. And
like
so I
all
started
last
doing the
year. Stuck.
yeah, yeah. So I started doing the fitness stuff. I got 7,000 followers last week, and I was like, "What? I haven't gotten 7,000 followers all year."
Yeah, fitness is. How much time? Fitness is going crazy. That's what even. So, like, I work with an agency. I don't know if you work with an agency. You do? Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of have to when you get all these people in. It's just a lot of work. But yeah, they were like, let's do fitness. So now I have a new fitness Instagram. That's going up like crazy. My other new
Your
Instagram.
fitness Instagram is? My fitness Instagram is not, but I think it's because I don't solely post fitness.
Yeah, so I just changed the name today actually to Makayla Right Fit. So I'm literally that's gonna be 100% fitness. And
Okay.
then so I have three. I have like my 10,000 one, 600, which I started a couple months ago. It's at 700 now. Let's get it.
So just like okay, I lost my Instagram March of last year, and I now January of this year have 100,000 followers. So just a little tip from me to you: if you post even just one reel a day, like some people say you need to do 2 or 3 or whatever, one reel a day at the same exact time every single day, you will no matter what get a viral reel every month. You will grow very fast. I know that sounds ridiculous, and it is. It's
Interesting.
every single day, every fucking day of the
Yep.
rest of the life of the account, which is really fucking annoying.
I
But
post every single day on all of my accounts.
okay, but do it at the same exact time.
Okay. Is
And
there a
look, if you
time?
look at your if you look at your analytics, it just post at whatever time's like the highest.
Mine's like noon.
Mine's noon as well.
Okay,
I
so
think that's just like when everybody's on lunch or something.
I guess.
But
Yeah,
yes,
mine's
do that.
noon.
Do it.
Interesting. I've
We're
had a
under a
couple.
minute though.
We're at what?
We're under a minute until we have to get off.
Okay. You want to restart it?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, we'll be right back, everyone. Hopefully. Okay, cool.
It's back on.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna double check Twitch though. This is why I record it though, so like it's getting our audio no matter what.
Okay.
Cool. Hello, 5 people watching. It's usually what I get on for when I'm gaming anyways.
But so if you do that every single day, that, and then also if you have a trending video by any means, like if it doesn't matter whatever trending video means for you. So like if you normally get 1,000 views, but you get this 5,000 views on a video, if you ask for us with people and like send that video or that post, whatever it is that's trending, send it so that way it goes in their story, it gets a lot more views and it makes that video trend more. So like I do this, like for me, if it gets above 300,000, I just start sending to everybody. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that's for us. Like
I've seen that
and,
in the group in the DMs.
yeah, so like and it works. I mean, if people want to SRS with me otherwise, I just send the latest one because it does help. But like
Mm-hmm.
if it's trending, it like makes a significant difference.
And is there a time limit on that? Because like
No, if it's trending, it's trending. So like if you're gonna obviously numbers change for like how big your account is or how like much or whatever, but like if I have like a video that's at 100,000 today and is at 200,000 tomorrow, it's trending and it's going to continue to trend. When it stops like having significant growth, so say it makes 100,000 a day, when it starts getting like 40,000, 30,000, like it's no longer trending. You can try to push it some more, but it's not really as significant, so you can just start doing your newest one again.
okay,
Um
because I had one literally yesterday. I posted it and just like likes and follows and shares instantly. That's on my 600 follower account, and it got
mhm.
to like 8,800 views.
Oh yeah, exactly, that one, it's still good to do it.
So who do you send that to? Just people you follow or
So people I know, like I don't, how long have you been doing this?
OnlyFans or like
Yeah.
uh 2 years and like 3 months?
Okay, so when I first started, I didn't have any help and I was part of like different, like I got myself into like different groups. Like, Twitter used to be very big. Like it's still big, but like Twitter used to be like I got 100,000 followers in 1 year and it took me last year all year to get like 15,000. Okay? Like
Yeah,
when
Twitter's so
Elon
slow for me.
bought it, it's just like
Yeah.
it's terrible. So, that being said, like I was in retweet groups at that time, and so like I met a lot of girls. So like I know quite a few people now from like doing all these, um, that I've just like messaged them. But like if you go to like other people's profiles that do S for us, if you go to their story, you can see girls that do S for us. So you
Right.
can find them that way as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, because I could send it out, but like that account, I only have like 20 people I follow because it's no new. So
Right.
I could start looking for people who do S for S too. Because
Yeah.
I reach out for people on Twitter to do repost pin things, and then
Mhm.
my account that it went up pretty quick. Like it got to like 3,200 followers. And then the last agency I was with didn't fucking post on it for 2 months, didn't tell me. So now that I've been reposting on it every day, I'm only getting like 200 to 300 views on it, and I was getting thousands before. So it's like gone down a lot, but
Yeah,
hopefully
I just hate Twitter. I have nothing good to say
you
about
have
Twitter
so
or
many
Reddit.
followers on Twitter.
Like I said, I got like 150,000, I think. That might be yeah, about 150,000 in 1 year because I really tried. But that's before Elon. And as soon as Elon took over, when I say like I just dropped the fuck off. And then I stopped posting. So that probably didn't help. I will say that. But I've been consistently posting because I have somebody else do it for me now. Like assistant.
Yeah.
And they post once every other day, and then they do the retweet groups or whatever. But like I said, I mean, 15,000 in fucking a year. But the past couple months that they've done it, I've been getting like 1,000 people a week, which is a lot to me considering
I don't
last
get
year
that
fucking
at
sucked.
all. I get like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like the amount of times that they fucking retweet me is like 240 a day. So yeah, but I mean, like I pay
so my
quite a bit for
agency
that.
that I'm with now is gonna help me do that once my account hits 10,000 followers. But then I'm like, I've been stuck at 3,000 and like 100, then it goes back down, then it goes up, and then go down, and it goes up. Fucking
Oh yeah,
so
that's
much.
the other thing is like before you just would consistently get followers, and after Elon, like I literally would get like 5,000 followers, and then the next day I would have dropped 5,000 followers.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what
that's
the
me.
fuck is happening?
I'm stuck at 3,000, like 170. Then it gets to 3,200. Then it drops back down every fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, that.
I'm like,
So I have
why
no
am I
tips
even
for
doing
Twitter.
Like, I need to be a part of these retweet because I'll retweet fucking whatever you want. Like, I just need to be a part of the group so that my Twitter can grow.
Right.
So then they can start doing they outsource it to a different agent, like company or whatever that runs Twitter. And so they're in those retweet groups too. And they pay like a shit ton of money to be in it and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's expensive. That's why I'm like, I don't have any advice considering I pay for it. Like,
yep. So they'll pay for it. I just have to get the account to 10,000.
okay.
Like,
well, I can if I can look on mine and see if there's any that have no minimums. Because a lot of the retweet groups you have to have like, so many followers. I can look and see if any of them are no minimums, and I can add you to it.
that'd be sick.
Yeah.
And then what do you do in that group?
So if I add you to a they're called GIF groups. A GIF groups, sorry. So like say it's like 1 out of 3 on the group number. You retweet the last 3 people, and like they'll have like what you want, what they want reposted, like if it's their pin or their media or whatever. If they don't specifically say, you just do their pin. That's what I do at least. And then you post a GIF. I say GIF. I know it's GIF, but I do
whatever.
that.
It doesn't
I
matter.
was gonna say I do it to piss my husband off, and then I forget that's not actually what it is. So then you post a GIF, and then the next 3 people are gonna retweet you, if that makes sense. So you retweet the last 3 people, and then the 3 people that are after that will retweet the 3 people before them. So you get 3 retweets for your 3 retweets. That makes sense?
Nice.
Yeah, so I find them better than the retweet groups, because retweet groups can be rude about like I don't have time to check my messages. Right. So say there's been 30 fucking links posted to retweet in the past, I don't know, 10 hours. I'm not going through all 30 of those for you guys to maybe do mine. Like, like, so I prefer doing the gift group, since it's those 3 people and you will get it back. Now there are people that will like block you if you don't do theirs, which I mean, albeit like what if you accidentally miss it? But if they block you, then they won't do yours if you're above them after that. So just make sure you do everybody's.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. I will say sometimes look at the groups you're in, because if you have problems retweeting like trans or anal or things like that, which is up to you, I don't care one way or another, but there are definitely those people in some of the groups. So
I don't give a fuck. My Twitter can be whatever. Doesn't mind me. Because they'll probably be doing like my agent. Like usually I've had an agency on Twitter. Like it's never really been me. So, well, gotcha. I started it before. Like I did OnlyFans by myself for the first year and a half.
Okay.
And then I got my first agency last year in like March. So I haven't even been working with agencies for that long, but this is my 5th one. The first one was terrible. We don't even talk about it. You know who you are. The second one was like life-saving. I learned so much. It was great. I learned so much about like social media and like marketing. I've been doing social media for like 10 years, but I learned even that much more, especially just in like the OnlyFans like niche. Just a whole bunch of information. So I'm grateful for that. But the amount they said they were going to help me grow to was like didn't happen. Like I was making just the same amount of money as I would by myself and
With
giving
their
them
percentage
50%.
taken out. Yeah.
Sorry, that's not gonna work for me. I can't pay my bills now because now I'm getting half to you.
Oh, you were making exactly the same. I thought you
Yeah,
meant
no, literally. So like my, let's see. So I
I
actually,
hear of a lot of agencies who like get them to like say they get their growth, but then they have to pay 50%, so they're making exactly the same. And I'm like, yeah, that's still not the point.
I know. I kind of want to do a podcast of me just explaining my experience and the do's and don'ts. I'm gonna make a fucking list of the do's and don'ts of what you need, what you're gonna require them. Don't sign 3 month fucking contract. Do 1 month, month to month, and just like if your needs aren't being or your expectations aren't being meted. Sorry,
But
I can't fucking talk anymore. My brain's gone. If
yeah.
your expectations are not being met after 2 weeks, send them a fucking hey, I want my 1 week or 2 week. I'm done with you guys.
Yeah.
They need to be. It
Yeah.
needs to be instant that fucking day. They should be doing exactly what they say they do, like in the contract. If they're not doing it, leave. I spent like 2 months wasting my life and money and time and energy. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I'm making all the content, posting on all my social media, doing all the fucking shit, and they're not. They're not even. They didn't post on my fucking OnlyFans page for 2 months.
Oh, hell no.
You can't upload it's not. It's already uploaded. You can't fucking post a picture to my OnlyFans page. What the fuck, bro?
Why did you pay them? I'd have been like, fuck you. You did not meet your contract.
Oh,
Goodbye.
here's the other thing. Yeah, they didn't hold up their end of the bargain, but then after I changed all my passwords, I deleted everything, I blocked them. One of their numbers I accidentally didn't block, I guess. So one of them reached out to me and was like, if you don't pay us, which I shouldn't have paid them at all because they didn't do anything. The only thing they did was chat. Like, fuck you guys. So none of the social media management, none of the like just the little things you're supposed to be doing or the things that I've asked you to do and then they don't do it. They
No, if you haven't posted on the OnlyFans wall, you literally are not an OnlyFans management agency. Sorry.
they didn't even
Peace.
post. The
But no,
day I
that
signed
would have
up
been
with them, the only reason it was November 16th, this was the agency I was just with. The agency I was with before them, their last scheduled one was November 16th. That was the last picture got posted till I left them in January, like January 1st. Because the whole month of December, I was like asking them all these questions, trying to figure everything out, getting on calls with them. I don't even know what they look like. Like, they would just talk on the phone. There was no, like, Zoom meetings. Like, also, it was so hard. I went, like, 3 or 4 days with no communication of hearing from my fucking managers. None of them. They're like, sorry, it's been a busy week. 5 days later. Bro, I don't have fucking 5 days for you to figure your life out. That is not my problem. I'm paying you to do a job, and I can't even get a hold of you for 5 days.
Yeah, no, I've had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 management agencies. I got one in, I want to say May of 23. I've had at least 5. I feel like I have had another one in there that I'm not remembering.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them got worse. And I was like, what the fuck? I want to make my own management agency, to be honest.
Right.
And so I have a girl that I pay, like an assistant that does, do you have anything other than OnlyFans?
No, I just do OnlyFans. I don't have
Okay.
I have a Fansly account. Ooh. I have a great idea for you. And we can talk about this like on the phone actually, but
Okay.
not to interrupt you, but my friend and I like created a website that's just like OnlyFans, and it'll be like officially done and launched in like a week or two once they're done doing like software updates on it and whatnot. And it's called Entree Studios. And the first 100 people that sign up will get 100% commission for the whole first year. And then it's like an MLM, so multi-level marketing. You get girls or people that you know to get under you, and instead of losing 20% like OnlyFans just takes, the company only takes 5% from you, and you have a chance to get 15% of that back by having people under you making money too. So it would be a 95-5 split. And
Right. Yeah, that's how
everyone else,
FanView is too.
is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so everyone underneath you would get the money. All the fucking It's so cool for me to be a part of it because I've been telling him exactly what should be on the website and what should not, and like taking stuff from Fansly and stuff from OnlyFans, and then the free page of OnlyFans plus the paid page, and like everything's
Right.
combined onto one. And
So,
the
okay,
tips way higher.
the thing that you need to tell him to do, it's on FanView. I really wanted to use FanView, but it's so hard to get people to convert. So there is, just letting you know, it's very hard to get people to
Right.
convert.
Which is why we're trying to
Um,
do the first
yeah.
100 to go, and then we're going to do like another one for like the next 500. So we'll keep trying to bring people in. And
Even,
then
I mean, remember you do have to pay like money to like pay out the people, even like no matter what. So don't know if you really want to do the next 500 too. I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter because you're not going to have that much like
well,
to
so
pay out at the
also no
beginning.
matter what, the company's still getting five, even if we give you guys 100% commission, right? For
Oh,
the
because
whole
the like 5% comes
the
from the other
5%
people.
is coming from all the people you're bringing in too. So the company's still going to be making money, and the more people that join, it's just profit sharing. So
Right. So, but okay, so FanView has AI chat. So I don't know if you've ever seen it. There is a it's called a widget that you can install on your browser for OnlyFans that will do AI chat for you, but you
right.
have to press send, right?
Okay.
Well, FanView is very similar, except for you don't have to install a widget. It's just like part of
It comes with
the
it.
chat option. Like there is a automated thing. Like the one I know more about the one that's for OnlyFans, so I'm gonna talk specifically about it. But there's like 4 buttons, like casual chat. Oh god, casual chat, sexting, or maybe just sexy, trying to buy content, and follow up are like the 4 buttons.
Okay.
But it like produces a thoughtful message that goes based off of like last conversation versus, old person from Indonesia. Hi, I don't know English. So and like you could hire an assistant from one of those countries, if even still, and they have the AI option where you're able to produce more tips because it's more relatable.
Gotcha.
And also it's more thoughtful. Like think about if you like are to conversate with AI, like say you have a conversation with it for 1 hour. That AI does not forget anything. And then in 3 weeks from now, it still does not forget anything about your 1 hour conversation. So it's just better for that part.
Mm-hmm.
So adding that is would be a big motivator, I think, even for agencies like to get their models to switch
Right.
over.
So we also have a thing for the agencies as well. It's going to be set up different because obviously the agency won't be able to make. Hang on.
They could make they
They
could be
make
on the top
money
of the
off of the
pyramid.
girls underneath
Yeah.
them, but they're not part of the like profit sharing themselves.
Right.
So they're just going to make money off of the girls that they bring in.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, you could, if you have that
Which is
AI
extra
option
money on top of the percentage they're already getting
that they
from the
take,
girls. They're also
right.
getting up to 15% of all the girls they're
Right.
bringing in. So,
But if you add that option, I think you could bring in more agencies, which brings in more people too.
that'd be
So,
cool. So it's like an
yeah.
AI widget for.
Yeah, but I would say like the AI, the way OnlyFans has it is an AI widget. So it's like a separate, it's not part of OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's
But
a
if you
plugin.
have it, yeah. So if you have it where it's part of the actual website, like just a button to click, and no matter what computer you turn it on, because that's the other thing is with the OnlyFans widget, you can't do it on your phone. You have to be on a computer, and you have to be on the computer that it's installed on.
Gotcha.
Versus FanView, when you open it, if you're on your phone, a computer, any device, it's on there.
So you use FanView. I've seen, Ari Kaistra, the
Mm-mm.
TikToker girl. She's in Seattle.
No.
She's on FanView. I just seen that because one of the
Yeah.
girls. Go ahead.
It's not a 95.5% split, so it's definitely favorable, and it's got that, and you can also do AI girls. So like a lot of the girls have like an AI version of themselves too, where they're like, it makes separate money. Like the person that's buying your content is not necessarily buying AI content, but there are people that are out there that feel like AI content's not cheating and like things like that. And so they'll buy that, or they're
Right.
like, you're more perfect. So they'll buy that. So FanView allows AI. So there's also that option. I don't know. There's a lot more options. There's a lot of actual like other websites other than OnlyFans that are way better than OnlyFans. It's just really hard to get people to convert, not just creators,
Right.
but the people that are on there. Like if you think about men are very simple minded. I would tell any man this. Like they don't want, and it's not just about change, but like, okay, if there's 17 girls that they're subscribed to and one girl goes over here, are they gonna go over there? No.
Yeah.
Like even having two accounts, that's just
So
too
just
much.
find another girl.
Exactly. So
Well,
like,
so our Entree Studios will have like a search. You can search for anyone.
it's gonna have FYP.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll have like that's the homepage. So it'll have everyone that you're subscribed to, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like what OnlyFans is set up, and then it'll have like a suggestion side,
Yeah.
like Fansly does.
Yeah.
And then also the
Slushy does too. Have you ever been on Slushy?
Mm-mm. I have a Fansly account, but I've never ever. I just like created it. I never did anything with it.
Oh, I have Fansly and ManyVids and Slushy, but Slushy I stopped using because it's more. I figured out that it's more for video calls, and I'm not really a fan. Um, but they have a like almost like a TikTok where you like can scroll, and it's like people they have a story one and like a regular. So like the girls post essentially like a free account because it goes onto that page of like whatever little video they want. So like people just scroll through that and they have like a preferred list. So like they click, you know, barely 18, blonde, skinny, blah blah blah. Or, like whatever. They pick that and then that's what comes up on their TikTok of it. So that's pretty cool. So something like that. I feel like Slushy has been very successful for a lot of girls, but so like when you go to log in, it doesn't have a password. You have to get your like a code from your email every time, and you can only be on one device at a time. And I think it's to like not have agencies and not have chatters and stuff like that. So like you have to be talking to the real girl essentially.
That's terrible.
And right, well, that, and also I feel like it's for video call, so it kind of makes sense. Like because they have like a very like specific video call setup, like, and it has like all this extra stuff for video calling. So with that being said, I mean, like it kind of makes sense, but this is a very good like online platform that you're like limiting yourself.
For sure.
Like,
And that's what I was telling my partner is like, we're not going to limit this to anyone. Like, this is going to be open for any person, any type of job. It doesn't have to just be models. Like, OnlyFans girls. We're gonna do it for the whole thing. At some point, we'll try to do like an OFTV type thing as well. But the tipping isn't limited at 200. It's 500. On the page, you can set it to free, or you can set it up to, I think, like, I want to say like $500.
Yeah, that's
So
what
you
most
can
of them
have
are.
that free range of whatever you want the subscription to be. But also, if you make, well, no matter what, if they subscribe, money or not, you can actually have posts that cost things too on the feed instead of like OnlyFans where it's like you can't put anything paid on there. So
Can you
we
really not?
no. On a
Oh, I
free
didn't realize
page you
that.
can. On a
I
free
guess I've just
page,
never tried.
yeah. So like if you had a video that you maybe just wanted on your page on OnlyFans,
Right.
you can't put a price on it. You can't
See,
make your
and
lives priced. If you have a paid page, your lives have to be free.
oh, so that's the thing. The way around that is you can like set a tip goal or whatever.
Like
Like,
that's what I do, yeah.
yeah, like it's $10, and then you put those people on a list and you do
That's what I
live with
do.
just those people. Yeah.
Hmm. I do that. Yeah. But that
Um,
way you don't have to do that stupid shit. So it's like
fair.
you can just set your live to a certain
You can
price.
customize it to whatever you want.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And every post too. Your post can either be free for all your subscribers or they can be up to X amount of money, you know?
Right.
Like if I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
So
I'm finally gonna make a sex tape, it's gonna be on my page and I want everyone to see it and buy it. Here's $200 video instead of me
right.
just only putting it in messages on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Which, yeah, with Fansly, that's the one good thing about it. Because I have three, like, you can have I have three different pages on OnlyFans, but I have like three subscription tiers on Fansly.
Okay.
So, like, everybody can see on the wall so they can buy the post. So, like, whether you're at 1, 2, or 3 subscription tier, you can buy that post for a different amount of money.
Okay.
Like, so if you're subscribed at free, it's $45 to buy this video or whatever. And then if you're subscribed at the low level, it's a $20 video. But if you're subscribed at the high level, it's free or $5 or whatever.
Hmm.
So yeah, I like that about Fans. I like Fansly a lot, but it's a lot of extra because it's so customizable. There's a lot of extra steps involved that make it really annoying. Like in order to get on the FYP, you have to have like if you have a video, you have to have, or anything, you have to have a preview in order to get on
Gotcha.
the FYP, which I mean that makes sense, but like on many vids to do a pretty preview, you can do essentially a screenshot of the video
Hmm.
that's like you just press a button and it does it. With the preview on Fans, and it also does a 9-second clip as a preview on many vids. On Fansly, you have to have a preview, like you have to do something for it.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? So it's like a pain in the ass to
Yeah.
do. But
So you like the fact of like having a For You page like
yeah,
that?
no, the For You page is a big deal. Like that's how I get a lot of this, like everything off of many vids is from the For You page, other than so if you get two like a post that's bought twice, it tweets to my Twitter. So a lot of times
Oh,
when that happens, that video gets bought like a lot in a row
that's
because
cool.
other people see it. So then it tweets more. So like those videos like end up trending essentially.
Hmm.
But those first two people are always from the For You page. Like
Gotcha. So
so
if OnlyFans had a For You page like that, you'd like it better, you think?
yes. Okay, so I don't know. I know that they have a thing now where you can see other creators, but when I first started, the way that you could be seen is to like if me and you or know each other, you did click the little star button on each other's profile and you show up as a friend on
Right,
my
friends.
profile.
Yeah.
So like it shows your profile on mine so then
Hmm.
people can see you. But there's no other way. Like
Right.
for people to find you unless
Yeah.
it's through social media. But one of the guys that I talked to, he said he found me through OnlyFans. And I was like, oh, like, somebody posted me or whatever. And he was like, no, it was unsuggested. So there's a suggestion somewhere.
I have literally Googled this so many times. Like, if you look on Google to be featured on OnlyFans, and if there's like a way, um, to promote on OnlyFans, it always says yes. There's a promote button. There's a fucking thing you can do. Do these steps. Done the steps. Doesn't fucking work. Doesn't exist.
Yeah,
But
no,
on
I
Google,
don't
it
know.
says it's there. So
Yeah,
somehow
no.
people are getting promoted, and I thought it was just like the OFTV people, but apparently there's a
No, that's the
way.
thing though, is like I know for a fact, and I don't know how to get there, but I know for a fact the most people, like the people that have the most likes, there is a way that they're being suggested to somebody. I know that for a
For
fact.
sure.
But I think it's like the top 10.
Yeah.
Then there's the OFTV people, and I'm like I've been featured on OFTV page and the OF page, and like that helps a ton.
And that's
But
probably
that's
expensive.
no, that's free.
Oh.
It
Oh,
comes
yeah, you sign up for the OFTV thing. What'd you
yeah,
do?
so I work on cars.
Okay.
So but it's what you have to post once a week or they don't. And also it's a pain in the butt. It's not like YouTube. So what the lady said to me is that it was supposed to be curated like Netflix. And I'm like, lady, this is OFTV. Like she was like, and like if you look at some of their like actual series that are not like they're creator based, but you can tell that OFTV like made these series. Like there's a LMFAO or LMOAF. No, LMA. MAOF. There we go. And then there's oh my god, do you watch Two Shirt Tony? Oh my god, I love him on TikTok. Anyways, he got a OnlyFans, but you can tell his golf series is made through OnlyFans.
Okay.
There's a few others. There's gonna be a a next top porn star, and I sent my husband the thing, and he was like, "You would never last on there." Like, you don't know me. He's like, "I am the next top porn star. What do you mean?" And he was like, "You don't even like people to look at you." And I was like, "That doesn't matter." Like, but anyways, so that's gonna be one. Those are like they do look very like Netflix style. But like for the ones that are creator based, I mean, they look like YouTube, nice YouTube, because
Right.
there are, there's definitely YouTubes that look like they are made with, mom's home camera. But like the YouTubers, like they're very similar. But like, so say you send in something and there's like a loud noise, they'll make you take the loud noise out. Like things like that, it's like
Gotcha.
a pain in the butt
So they
for no
want it to be like a
reason.
real production. Like it can't just be some half-assed recorded video or whatever.
Yeah, and I mean I get it to an extent, but there's like just some like stupid things that they'll like make you send back. And if you say they send it back and you don't get it like or say you even send it back in time, but they don't approve it in time for your 1 week, they take that you have to like have a post every week and then every 8 to 15 weeks you get a feature. And that's cool and all, but like if you do that where I have to skip a week, then it starts over.
Damn. So do you
Yeah.
think OFTV is even worth it?
I don't really know how to answer that because if you get a feature, I made what I used to make in a month, I made just from that video.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but it's also the people that come from that are not like staying fans. I'm just gonna put that
Yeah,
out there.
they're just
Like
in
it
and out.
is like this is the totality. This
I
one
have a lot of
video,
in and out.
well, it's pretty normal, but
Yeah.
like they don't like come back. Like
Right.
if they see you on social media all the time, they're on your social media, they think about you because they see you
So they
versus
come in and
this
out.
one OF TV episode they saw you on where they saw you had big tits and then they wondered what they look like and then they left. Like it's. But anyway, so for that purpose, but I mean, you have to do it every week. You have to make sure you're on time. You have to, and there's only one lady for the whole department.
Wow.
Right. So she's swamped. I'm positive of it. I think that she's gotten another person.
I remember Megan telling me that she was getting on OFTV. It was a long time ago, so she probably already did it, but
Yeah, she did it, but
yeah.
I think she
She told
stopped
me it
doing
took
it.
forever. It took her like 3
Yes.
months to get on.
Yes, me too. And then on top of that, once you do that, then it fucking like you have to have like an interview where literally she tells you, "Oh yeah, this is Netflix curated." Da, 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 da," and you're like,
I'm about to bring
"What
this
are you
camera.
smoking, lady?"
I'm gonna bring this
Like,
camera to my fucking to the gym. We're gonna get a good pumping. What's up, everyone? You guys want to join us? Let's
Right.
Canceled.
Right. No,
That's
it's
crazy.
just, yeah. And then hers had a bunch of edits that had to be done. And like, then they like did it back. And then she got another one in, but it took like 3 weeks for them to like get it submitted. So there's 3 weeks between. I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah. So it's a pain. And it's
So
like, if
once
you
you
can,
make the video, though, you're saying you have to post what every week?
so like you have to submit a video every week. Like
For how
you
long?
make a video forever.
Oh, so you can continue to be on OFTV?
Yeah, I'm still on there. So every 8 to 15 weeks, maybe you get a feature.
Oh shit!
Right. So
You send them a video every week?
Yep.
What, doing the same
So
thing, the car thing?
car stuff, yeah, but I mean like a different car things. Like
How long are your videos?
so like the raw footage is like 15-ish minutes. Let me tell you, it takes me hours to do this.
Yeah, that's why I'm
15 minutes.
curious.
Yeah. So 15 minutes of raw footage that turns into somewhere between 3 to 6 minute videos.
Mhm.
They want between 8 and 15 minute videos, but like car stuff, like when you're working on something, things take a while to do. So like it's really just like sped up version of it.
Mhm.
You know, like if I'm unscrewing a nut and it takes me a minute, say, like that needs to be like 5 seconds because nobody wants to sit there and watch you do this for 1 minute. So like something that took me like 4 hours is like a 3 minute video because what are you gonna watch me do? Do this? You know? So yeah.
Yeah.
But like the one that got featured was me rewiring a hot tub.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And on OFTV, so
So you've
OFTV,
only
the like
had
page.
one video get featured?
I've had that one to get featured, and then on OFTV, like you know, like they have the OFTV page and the like OF page. So on the OF page is a feature. I got one on there, and then I've gotten two on the OFTV page. So on the
Out of how
OFTV,
long?
um, so I got my feature in no, October. So it would have been August, but I originally submitted this video like way before that. Like it took months to get to August. And then it took me like 3 weeks to get another one.
And so you send a video in still, and you haven't
Yep,
had
every
one
week.
since then?
Well, so in October I got the feature and I got an OFTV feature, like the actual like page. And then last week I got an OFTV feature. I'm hoping that means that I get an OF feature because like okay, so an OFTV feature got me like 66 paid subs. I don't really know how many free subs. Like probably 1,000 maybe. On my OF feature, I got 10, well, it was like 9,000 something free subs, and I got 780 paid subs. Yeah. So it's worth it if you get the fucking feature.
I don't even have that many paid subs.
So my first 2 years, I didn't like until the end of the 2 years. And then at the end of the 2 years is when I like got up to like 700 something. So
Yeah, I have like 900 some. I'm always around 900, 1,000, but not all of them are like paid, and yeah.
fair.
My renew is like
Oh,
stuck at like,
renew.
it's stuck
Renew
between
is
like
like trash
60 and 80.
subs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out you 60 to 80 people. Love you.
Right.
Love you
Yeah,
guys.
no, so I thought, you know, like if you look at the like percentage that have like renew on, so many of them turn them off. And at the beginning, I guess I just didn't really realize that. Like, I mean, I knew that some did, but I didn't think it was like an astronomical thing. So I always thought my renew was about 50%. And when this is when I decided to go to an agency actually. I had 1,000 subs or 1,200 subs, somewhere around there. And I started looking at my actual statistics and how many people actually renewed, and it was like 150 maybe. And I was like, okay, not that those 150 are not important, but I like I could either have somebody help me and like, you know, talk to these people, get through like sending stuff. Like that's the biggest thing is like a guy at 4 a.m. doesn't actually care about talking to you. All he cares about is the video you're sending him, you know, like, so it's not like it really matters. Well, I felt bad because I was like, well, Renews, like they care about like, you know, talking to you and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, if 10% ish cares, like, no, why does it even matter? Like if I'm having to find 1,100 people a month to keep these numbers, I'm like, I have to actively go look for 1,100 people. I need help.
Yeah.
You know, so that's like when I realized, I was like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. But let me tell you this, all the fucking agencies I've had one, the very first one I had help me with social media, and I thought he wasn't doing a great job. And I still to this day would say he didn't do a great job. He didn't do a terrible job, but he didn't do a great job.
Mm-hmm.
He did more than any other fucking agency I've had.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? I didn't know that. I feel like if I would have gone to him last, I'd have been like, this is great. And I didn't pay him that much, you know?
You don't know what you have
like,
until it's gone.
Yeah, and every agency I went to after that was just fucking terrible.
So what are you doing now?
So the one I have now, I stuck with because of OFTV. So they do a bunch of other stuff that's not related to OF, and that was a big thing for me because I am gonna want to quit OF. I have 2 kids, like, you know, all that stuff. Really, if I pay off my house, I'll be fine with like life, you know. But so okay. I lost my Instagram in March. The people I was with at that time, which he changed his name on Instagram, the people I was with then. And so I really think that like he almost got sued or something like that. Like
He's
it's
probably
because
scamming people and like
well,
some of
he
these
like put
agencies.
if you make more than $10,000, we only take 20%. We charge less than any other agency or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, that's why I got with them because I was making more than that by a lot. And they're like, yeah, we'll only take 20. And as soon as you get to 50K, we'll only take 10. And I'm like, okay, cool. When I had the like conversation with them and they convinced me to leave my other agency, they like wrote a letter to them because my agency was telling me that I couldn't leave. And I was like, that's bullshit. I know I can. So they did all that. Well, the agency I had was literally just chatting, and I paid 20%, and that's it. And that was fine, except for when I got with that agency, they told me they would do marketing. And at the time, I really needed help. I had really bad health problems for about a year, and I was like sleeping all the time. And like it was just very hard. And especially I quit my job. I needed the income or whatever. And so they weren't doing any marketing. So I went to this agency because that's what they aimed at. Like they did Twitch, they did this, they did that, blah, blah, blah. Well, they were like 20% a lot for them to do that, blah, blah, blah. You're in a really bad situation. Okay, so that's fine. I'm thinking I'm going to pay them 20% and it's cool. Well, I go to them and they pay somebody else to chat on your page and manage your page. So essentially, like the same kind of people I had, they also do that. Like they pay somebody to do that, which was also 20%. So not only am I paying 20%, I'm paying 40%. And I'm like, what? No, this is fucked. Like, how are you going to say that you like charge the least out of anybody? You charge for marketing. Well, then, like, say you're a marketing company. Then don't say you're an OnlyFans agency.
Is this the same company that Megan was with?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I know they outreach for other people, and then they also take on some models.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. So they reached out to me before her. And I was like, she asked me about them, and I was like, look, the reason I didn't go with them is because they reached out to me about brand deals and then just like talked to me on the phone about OnlyFans agency the entire time. I only wanted fucking brand deals. I did not want an OnlyFans agency, so that pissed me all the way off. She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go with them. And then they never got her brand deals, and I was like, yeah, that's why. Like, that's what pissed me off about them. Like,
yeah.
But no, so that's a different one.
Briefly about it. Because me and her have been going like in and out of these fucking agencies like crazy. It's almost like every time I speak to her, we're both like changing and we're with different companies. So
yeah,
I'm happy where I'm at now, though.
So I left that one and I got with this one. Well, I lost my agent, or I lost my Instagram at the same time. So like the reason I got with this company is because they said they did all this marketing, they did paid marketing, and they did this, they did that, and I would be good for subs. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I was doing my part still. I made 5 Instagrams the day my Instagram went down. I was on it, you know? They didn't do anything. Literally nothing. And I was like, what? And that's a lie. I mean, not completely say they did nothing. At the very beginning, the guy posted on my Twitter sometimes. And he also, that was it. Eventually, after I complained enough, they had an Instagram for me, which they do not post consistently on. And that was supposed to be like the meta ads where they paid for the ads. Anyways, after like 3 months, I already went out to like a creator event and made OFTV episodes there. So those were not car ones. Those were like very like stupid ones essentially. Um Anyways, I made them like with the promise of like we'll be on OFTV next month. And we started just like at the 3rd month we started to go down. So like I had confidence in them even though they weren't doing the other stuff. Like I was still having to do all the social media, but my numbers weren't going down and my fucking Instagram just went down. I used to get 30,000 followers on Instagram a month. So like I went from that to like nothing. And so I was like, well, I mean our numbers are still staying up, so like you must be doing something right. Well, that summer I made less than I did by myself years before that. And like they did terrible on everything. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like I'm about to be broke. Well, I went out to another creators event. Like I was just like holding on because at that point, when I got with this agency, I'm like paying less than most people because I made so much when I got with them. But like I did that myself. No agency did that. I did that.
Mm.
And so like that was my thing. I was like, no agency did this. I did this all by myself. Like nobody's taking 50% from me. Sorry, this is not fucking happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so I pay less than most people do. Well, when I went out there, I was holding on to it because now I don't make it as much as most people do. So if I go to an agency, they're gonna take 50%, and then I'm gonna be even more fucked, you know. So when I went out there, I pretty much like when I talked to him face to face, I was like, look, I didn't sell my other house when I bought this house. I am going through an eviction. I don't have like I'm literally where I'm about to start going into my savings, and that's not fucking okay. Like you are not holding up your side, and I have held up everything I'm supposed to do. Well, after that conversation, I got my feature. But like I was literally on the phone with another agency.
Oh, for sure.
The day that I got, like right before I got my feature. I got my feature and then I was like, well, maybe I'll stay.
Like test it out, yeah.
Which is the whole reason.
I always like I reach out to them. Not one agency has ever turned me down. I've had multiple like want to work with me and then I end up going in a different direction. So these people don't understand that there's so many fucking options out there, and like I feel like me and you, I can kind of tell like the work ethic and the drive and the motivation is so there. So they're fucking, you guys are lucky to have us. We're not lucky to have you.
Girl, when I went to the last creator event I went to, we did this like meeting with the page manager, and I was wondering why. But then when I had the thing, she had like an Excel sheet up that had like every week and like what I sent in and like a checkbox type of thing. Anyways, I had all mine stuff done every fucking week. Anyway, she goes, yeah, yours is really good. Like I don't have very much to talk about. And like she went to somebody else's. I didn't see the name or anything, but like literally there's like out of 10 weeks, there's like 3 boxes checked. And I'm like,
exactly. Like my agency. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say, like, I'm doing my job. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, my agency now, like, they're very picky with who they work with because they won't take girls that are like traveling. They're in their travel phase, so they're not gonna have good steady Wi-Fi and internet and stuff. Right. And like, they were telling me a bunch of things on like our phone call, so I was like, well, that makes sense for you guys. I was like, here are all my don'ts because I have a fucking list. My mom, because she knows all of that stuff, like the things that piss me off and what's not going well. And like, just the other day, I talked to my agency because I was like, so I feel like I'm doing everything right now and I'm still paying you guys 50%, and you guys are trying to help me. Like, they tell me stuff to do. They send me information about like Twitter and Reddit and then what I should be posting on TikTok.
But you still have to do it.
I'm doing all of the work. I'm doing all the posting. They'll take over once my Instagram and Twitter get to at least 10,000. So I'm like, you know how long it's going to take me to get 10,000?
Yeah. Oh, the other thing I tell you about Instagram is if you can find promoters to do collab posts with. You obviously do not have the same body type as I do, but if you go look at some of mine, like I always have like 5 collaborators on there, which that's like a new feature in the last like year. And it seriously helps because it's not like you just go to the FYP, you go to all of their followers and who
Right.
their
No, that's
FYP would
why
reach.
it helps like my podcast page.
Yeah.
Just tagging Stroller Mommy and making her a collaborator. You
Yeah.
can see the videos that she's collabed with and accepted, and there'll be like 5,000 views. And then the ones where she's not accepting, it's at like a couple hundred. So it's definitely like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's for sure shows.
Yeah.
Which
So definitely do that.
I've seen you do that too. And then
Yeah.
one of those pages, I don't remember which one, that you're on a lot, like followed me.
Oh, probably because I added you. Yeah, definitely. If they added you, fucking definitely add them as a collab. If I use them, they're good. I'm going to say this very nicely. There are some, they're very rude. And okay, so some of them that are mine might be rude to you. And so I don't want to like put you on some high expectations because there's one I use all the time that this girl in one of the like collab groups I'm in was like, does anybody know him? He's like asking me for nudes in order to do this. And I was like, hell no, don't do that. I was like, he's never asked me to do that. But like sometimes people are nicer to people who have a larger following because it helps them, versus like using somebody who has like not a lot of following. So like on that note, most of the ones I talk to are very nice. Most of them are like there's specific ones I've known the whole like 4 years, so they're
Yeah.
they're extremely nice.
And so
But
they collab with you because it gives their page content.
gives their page content, and people still people still look at the collabs and go to their pages, especially like more so if it's like me and you because they want to see the girl. But even so, it gives like people, if you want to see big boobs and you go to the collabs, you now have largest bra size and big, they're so big, like those people go follow those because that's what they're looking for.
Right.
Or whatever.
How do you
But
find those like that's my thing, I guess. I need to find the right groups to be in for Twitter, and I need to find.
I can send you a collab list. It's very, very long. And the thing about that is some of them are going to be larger pages that won't do it with you.
Right.
And I like, I can't really see your body type. You have a bigger butt. So I have some on there that will be helpful. And like, I can tell them I'm sending you if you want. But the other thing is on there's people that have been banned that I haven't taken off. So like you might go search them and be like, what the fuck? So but I can send it to you.
That'd be helpful.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
And
get
then
to this 10,000 so I can start I can hand my Instagram and Twitter off to them, and I can focus on fucking TikTok
life.
and my podcast and my streaming. Because, like, that's what I was telling him. I was like, I'm not just a regular content creator. I'm a full-time streamer. Most like
Well, see,
part-time.
that's the thing. Is like that's part of the reason I haven't started streaming is because the one agency told me like if I started doing Twitch, like if you set like a time that you're gonna be on there, whatever, 1 to 2 p.m., you better be on there from 1 to 2 p.m. And I was like, what? Like I'm required?
So sometimes the reason they do that is because people who don't want to talk about chatting and chatters and shit, if they see you're live or your big spenders see you live, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? You're clearly not on your phone talking to me right now.
Oh, so no. I tell them when I'm live.
Okay.
So,
So
but
then
no,
what was their problem?
they were saying for Twitch, like when you build a community on Twitch, those people want to see you on at that time, no matter what. Like unless you
Sure.
like it, and like if you say like, hey, I'm going on vacation this week, that's like one thing. But like you like essentially this is your job, so you set hours. Like even if it's
I've had a
Monday,
schedule. I've had a schedule. I've done it
well, I
without
like
having a schedule.
with my kids and stuff, like having a schedule is not possible.
Then don't have one. I don't
But
have a schedule right now.
Does it affect anything?
I'm going to start having a schedule again. Only because of what I explained earlier. But other than that, I never would have one.
Okay.
So if you are very vocal about that, it doesn't bother you, you don't care about the messaging thing, then not having a schedule isn't really an issue. If you stream every day, say you went live for an hour every day doing just chatting, that's all you need to do. Hey guys, I'm gonna turn your notifications on. I'll be live every single day. It might be a different time because I'm fucking busy and I have a life, but I will go live every day. I'll go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Check me out on Twitch. Whatever.
Nice.
They need to turn their fucking notifications on. When you go live, it'll pop up. It'll say
Cool.
Makayla Mellons live on Twitch.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do it then.
Yeah, full send. Also, the follow. See, this is another reason why I don't want to do TikTok Shop right now. I feel like I'm doing something so small for myself. I'm wasting time because I don't have a big enough following. So I'm not gonna be I've made like less than $100 on TikTok Shop, and I've made like 50 plus videos for it. I don't have a big enough following. If I have a big enough following, I can sell whatever the fuck you want me to sell.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is when you're like doing this as you're following, you have to sell like items for men. If that makes sense. Like if you're
see, that's why I was just trying to make my TikTok page at that time just like a regular influencer shit, so it wasn't even had nothing to do with. That's my point. Gotcha. Like even if you did do that right now, you could sell anything on TikTok because you have that following.
That's the thing is I like if I sell women's stuff, it doesn't work.
You've tried it?
Has to be men's. Yeah, it has to be men's stuff.
Just basic things like the fucking vacuum that goes viral. I've sold like 2 or 3 Homika vacuums and made like $20 off each of them. So it's just like random stuff that I just wanted the vacuum, honestly.
I guess
so much free shit on TikTok Shop. This is TikTok Shop.
I just bought the ad machine so that way I could do the video. Because I was like, I really just actually want this, so I'm gonna start posting about it. So maybe somebody buys it.
I got these. These are my blue light glasses. TikTok Shop.
Oh, nice. I need to get the headphones that translate. So I'm learning Japanese right now because I'm going to go to Japan, and my husband thinks I'm crazy for learning Japanese instead of just getting the headphones. And I'm like, I mean, I'll get the headphones anyways, but I don't want to feel fucking lost.
Yeah.
Like,
well, my brother went to Japan for like a week or so.
They speak a lot of English. Like
they love Americans over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you'll be chilling.
I just think it's fun. Like that's what I've been doing in my free time.
He said there's like certain bars that are known for tourists, and like a lot of Japanese people like love going there because it's just full of tourists, full of Americans, and everyone's just having a good old time, just downtown somewhere in Japan. Like that's lit.
I love that. Well, okay. I feel like there was something else I was going to ask you. Oh, the lights that you have. Mm-hmm. What is that? Is it just that thing that's doing that that's making your room like that, or what?
I have here. I think our call thing's about to end again.
It is. What is that?
Those are my clouds.
I need a link.
So you have to just like pretty much make it yourself.
Oh.
Do you want to hop on a call one more time so we can?
I really have to go to bed. I have to get up to take my kids in the morning.
You're 3 hours ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm like I go to bed at like 10, so I'm like
yeah, I feel you. I'm ready for my smoothie and bedtime.
All right,
okay, well, we got like 20 seconds.
Okay, just message me about that. But anyways, I had so much fun.
I know, this was great. It's like such a fun way to get to know somebody because you can just talk about whatever, and now I know a shit ton about you. Right. We definitely have to do this again, though.
For sure. Well, bye, everybody.
Yes, goodbye, everyone.